And we're back. Had to go pick up a friend. He's hanging out for this evening. I do believe you just finished your turn. After Grigor, the Skelly Bobs go. I need to make sure I have a head count.
Goddamn Skelly Bob.
You guys have killed 2.
I killed 2.
That's
Oh, you did?
9, 18,
I almost killed that one.
27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 52.
50. How many are left?
Like 30-ish.
28 are left to enter the board.
To enter the board.
Yeah. A total that's left? 78 are left. You've killed 2.
I'm gonna do 5.
All right.
I'm standing.
5, 10.
Still have 130 hit points. 120. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Why? No, they're all using their bows. How many is that? 4? 1.
Yeah.
That's 4.
And you're cornered.
It's 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
Would Nuno have met him a long time ago in this universe?
No, you guys did this one dungeon.
So if Yorger is the fireball, and he would attack him.
So, no more can come through
This door.
that door, basically, because of your effect. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
And I'm assuming the ones that are out
No,
here
is that another 9?
are keeping these ones from backing away.
Basically. However, since they haven't actually entered the field of fighting yet, none of the actions that they can take count until they've entered.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not.
That's why
I'm not doing hails of arrows coming through the gate. I should have put a ladder up here.
Why?
You know what?
They find a ladder and put it up. Oh.
There's already a staircase, an elevator, and another staircase. So what does
think-
they need a ladder for?
Yeah.
I think a group of 4 are going to use their entire round of movement
I hope
to take the elevator up 1 floor.
I'm going to fucking fire him. Wait, what is this building made out of? Stone?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Unique, where's that bottle of liquor?
It's about 6.
Okay, thank you.
I got it.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it, Alex. I guess I won't kill you the next time we play.
It's 50,
Blacktop. Thank you.
that's 56.
No, legit, I was planning on killing him because he ended up hitting me with all those wild stuff.
Shouldn't kill your party members.
Yeah.
But he hurt me with his wild thingy.
So?
Fuck him. That's what's
Was it
up.
intentional?
Yes.
No, it
close
was
enough.
not intentional.
You know
It
it
was close
wasn't.
enough to intentional.
You know it was not.
You know.
But I don't care. He's the one who did it.
That's a problem. You
But that's
should care.
mean.
It
wasn't
did not
mean.
If he
mean
did
to
it
kill you.
intentionally,
You know
then
that
yeah,
not
but
everybody has that same
wild
shit.
magic is unpredictable.
But then why the fuck did he use so much magic if he knew wild magic
It's the
was
rules,
important?
man.
No, he did not choose to do that. The random die roll from his one spell went to 10. So he got hit 10 times over from casting one spell. He did not choose that. That's just the result that happened.
See, I thought he chose
No,
that.
he did not choose to do that.
See, that's why I wanted to kill him so bad.
No, that was not his choice. And because your character knows that Phasrus exists in this area, and it's playing with the magic.
Well, AJ didn't let me use my stone endurance.
Because that's the DM decided random thing because reasons.
That's a shitty reason.
The DM can do whatever he wants. He could be like, you just shit yourself. And be like, but I have a constitution. And be like, I don't care.
That's no fair.
He could literally be like, you died.
So I added.
You're just dead.
I
That
added
is
16.
no fair.
He's the one who he can literally put down the biggest thing in the whole game and kill you all.
That is still no fair.
He could kill this thing called. He could put this thing out called the Tarask. It cannot be killed.
No, fuck him then.
It literally cannot die until you. So it's about 120 feet tall,
I've
120
officially
feet
filled it
long,
all.
and it can only be put to sleep with magic.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what if we put its magic and we rape it and we make kids with it?
Its asshole's probably like fucking. Oh my god. It's a boy, okay?
Well,
You
okay,
can't
but
get
that
pregnant.
means all you gotta do is climb into its womb and jerk off straight onto its fucking womb, and then boom, there you go, you got kids.
Okay.
I mean, unless there's a guy, then in that case, does the guy have a womb and has a prostate?
Then it's gay as fuck.
Well,
anyway.
yeah, but that depends. I mean, if you set a ball
All right.
inside-
So, Skelly Bobs, more enter the battlefield.
We're all gonna die, man.
You're gonna get raped.
All right. So, those two have advantage. Well, the one completely botches. That's 12 to hit. This one's 19 to hit.
20 or 20.
All right. So then I have 3 more basic bitch attacks coming at you.
Mason,
So I need to roll a 12 or higher.
Mason,
Your AC is 20.
Mason.
So I need to roll 12 or higher.
Pump your foot down.
So I've got 1 hit that hits you.
No, it was before that even. Okay, and they see what the fuck, Mason.
So that's 8, 10.
Come on, boy.
10 points of damage.
Fine, fuck you.
That's 10 points.
Mason, hey,
All right.
hey, Mason.
All right, then I have 4 groups of 4 archers shooting at you.
What?
4 groups of, no, 4 groups of 4 archers shooting at you.
12.
Yeah.
You're a good girl.
One. All right, that's 2 hit you from the first group. 2 hit you from the second group.
Wait, how many did I take before? 10?
10. And 3 from the third. Wait, yeah, 3 from the
So,
third group. 2,
4.
2, 3,
9.
and 3.
12 hit me.
12 shots.
12 hit me on how many? 16?
Yeah. I'm gonna average this.
They can all get fucked. What are they rolling?
4, 8, 10. How many was it?
D8s?
How many that hit you?
12.
12.
So I have 240 right now.
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna say 8. Alright,
17 is a piece.
that's 96 points of damage.
That's not bad. Even the level 11 unit wouldn't die for that.
Okay.
What's 200? Wait, does that include the 10?
I mapped it all.
Is that including?
Oh no, that does not include the 10. So it's basically 106 total.
106 miles. 134.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 are shooting arrows into your board.
Still 125.
He has an AC of 10.
Yep.
All of them. Oh, Chris. That's mean.
Wow.
Are they all crits?
2 crits, and it's a +8, so all hit. Wait, there's one more. All hit. All 5 hit. 2 of them are crits.
He's like the main damage person for AoE.
So that's basically
And he's standing in the middle of the open
7.
instead of staying with somebody.
So
But would Nuno give a fuck? I don't think.
okay, so that's 56 points of damage from the archers, from that line of archers there.
Can I do damage to myself with Fireball?
Yes, you can. However, it'll be, you have resistance, you only do half damage. Plus,
So I'm a demon. Half demon. If I was full demon, that full resistance.
there's 3 melee attacks.
How many damage did they just do?
They just did 56 points of damage.
He's gonna die. 56. Let's see. 130. So
All 3 hit you.
he has 78 points of health out of 150.
I'm going to average this again. 8, 16, 24. This is going to be rough. And then I have 9.
Can you just like say they all die randomly?
No, this was the challenge. This is to see if you can survive.
Fuck, he's the only one who's wish.
That's rough.
You get her stuck in.
You said?
That's what you get for sucking.
So this character at this level would fuck you up, dude. One spell.
I can fuck you up and go on
I can control you.
God.
Alex, I would kill you.
He needs armor.
He's proficient with no armor.
Alex, level 0, I would kill you.
Level 0, you're dead.
Yeah, you also need to not be in the open. You should have like got up here and did something to
hid
just say-
behind one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex.
That was 9 hits.
Fuck, man.
So 72.
No, he's dead? Oh, he's 6 hit points. My bad.
So 12, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15.
Can you wish himself?
I did 152 points of damage to you this round.
I'm dead.
Can I strangle him and make kids with him?
What the fuck's up with you making kids?
Because you need kids to make baby armor.
You're a horny motherfucker.
No, well, okay, yes, but no, you need kids to make baby armor. So you need to fuck everything you see.
Horny toad.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll show you something.
so-
today.
He goes down. Make a death save.
What do I add to that?
They don't add anything to it. It's just pitch die. So it's first fail.
It's Nunu's turn.
Um,
I
Saw
guess
that.
we better go save him.
it's Grigor.
No, the skeletons just went.
No,
Oh yeah, so
green.
no, it's green. Yeah.
Oh. Can they lay on hands?
Oh,
You
yeah.
just heard the hail of arrows that just ripped through the air. I said,
Technically, right there.
did she disengage from combat?
No.
So I'm just going to imagine that she broke away and then went around, rather than following the line of them.
Well, technically, I would have only crossed paths with you.
Oh shoot. She was engaged. Oh yeah, she was engaged right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then yeah, it would have only been 2. She would have had to step this way, then go around.
And she wouldn't have had the movement to be able to get over there.
So W.
And then she wouldn't be able to do anything if I did double movement.
Because, well, I guess
Because she's
Well, let's put it
technically
this
on
way.
the bottom
she
step.
goes here and breaks away from him,
Mhm.
and then she goes here to break away from him,
This
and then continues
Mhm.
that way. That would make sense.
She's technically on the bottom step, but neither of those two slots are really
Um,
good positions.
so that's a 17 on both.
And they botch.
Oh, they didn't get her?
No, she's
What's
got her
it,
shield
18?
out. It's 19.
19? Very good. Because they both rolled 9s. Plus 8, 17. Oh my god.
Lay on hands.
How many points are you giving him?
Oh my god, it's in the hundreds.
Well, in all reality, I have access to 160.
No.
Just do it's your health 150. You took your health and then some. 2 more. 2 points over your health.
I'm gonna do 50 and use free action to tell him to get the hell out of the way.
Cool. Well, he
You
doesn't
might
give a fuck about
you
you.
might want to give him more than that.
Because they're doing 50
I'm,
every
I'm,
three,
I'm, I'm doing the vicious.
Well,
Fair
that's
enough.
why I'm telling him to get the hell out of the way.
Oh,
Because
yeah, he will
he's
go
got
before.
open path, pretty much.
To go
Other
hide.
than one person to friggin' hide.
You can move and disengage.
Mhm.
But rather, when you go to move, you should take the disengage action so they
full
don't
action.
all attack you.
It's a full action.
It's an action to disengage, and then you can move freely without engaging in melee combat. So what you want to do
And
is
you can get back
GTFO.
here.
GTFO. So
It's not his
Because
turn.
there's only
will
one
be.
space for them to move through.
after Guin, it's Nunu, and
So-
then Yorkor.
Worst
So
case scenario,
only-
if you stand right here, only one can actually have direct combat with you. And they're
Unless-
focused on him.
No,
Yes.
those can shoot bows at me. Or I'm right there.
You'd be behind
But
the
that's right,
wall.
right there.
In fact, you can go behind the wall. The wall has slots, so you can see through. It gives you full cover.
But I can't cast spot.
You can see through.
Oh, if I can see it.
And you can shove your hand through.
You don't even need to shove your hand through.
Yeah, you
It's
can
just, if he's worried about that, he can shove his hand through.
Fair enough.
Because they're fairly large slots.
Yeah. All right. So is that all the things Guin can do? That makes sense.
No.
What else can she do?
Got you. She's going to cast Moonbeam.
Hope not over me. She
It
did.
won't hurt you.
Oh, yeah. Would that hurt you a lot? If it were to do damage to you because you're a moon child?
No, it's moonlight.
It forces changelings to turn into their original form. So if you were
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius. 40-foot high cylinder centered upon a point within range until the spell ends. Dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save. Shape Changer makes its saving throw with a disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form.
So take note, if you were in wolf form, you'd be forced back into your original form.
He's not.
Just letting you know. Also, it's any creature. It doesn't specify hostile creature. So unless you have another ability that keeps your magic from hurting friendlies,
It's only a 5-foot radius.
I understand. However, if 5-foot radius,
That's
10-foot diameter.
so that. Or if he's in it, he actually would take damage.
But I can control it pretty precisely.
Oh yeah,
wait, does it come down or does it go?
And I can do
it comes
that
down in a cylinder.
as a bonus action.
What?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is.
I have 18 sorcery points left.
I know that's.
I'm going to fireball.
It's
Fireball.
a level 2 slot.
Yeah, at level 20, you have a fuck ton of. I have 4 level 2 spell slots.
And it's within, I believe,
I've only used
Where are you placing
120-foot
it?
range.
2.
Where are you placing it?
Right in the middle of this group of Skellies?
Our bars
Right here?
meant to do damage. But that wouldn't affect all of them, would it?
And that would be
that's-
2d10 when they start their turn.
Okay. That's definitely going to fuck up that one that's already taken 11.
There's several of them that have already taken.
The one right here is taken 11, and this one have taken 11. However, the other ones back here haven't
This
taken
one
any
did
damage.
too.
Yeah, it did.
There was 6 of them.
So it's this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and the one that's on this corner of your moonbeam.
Oh, can you do shove and then disengage? Or is that a action? Well, would that count as attack action?
Yes.
I don't give a fuck. That has 3 other actions still.
So you can strength check to make the one directly behind you prone.
I want to
Alright.
push
And then
that one
escape
and
out of
then
I wouldn't try to go
Okay,
through
so
them.
going through them
No.
counts as difficult terrain. You cannot stop there.
so it's be
So
20 movement.
each movement is going to be 10 movement. However, that's 10, 20, 25, and then where
all
you
those
are.
disengages.
Yeah, and then well, you have to you'd have to try to disengage, but
So I can't do shit.
strength
check
check
the one
that one
behind
behind
you, go
you
into the
to
tower.
make it prone, because
Then go
skeletons are
into the
not
tower?
strong. Yeah, and you sprint back up the tower.
And then you can go after the 4 that are in the elevator and then come down the stairs and be with the group. But I definitely
Stop sucking so
recommend
much
getting
dick.
that motherfucker up and out of there.
Well, I have to use him first.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Just pointing out to you what you can do.
Because if not, he's going to die. I
Can you
only pick
attack
someone up from
4
the-
different?
Wait, I'm gonna stop.
Can you attack 4 different targets?
Do you have multi-attack?
Yeah, 4 attacks.
Do you have
You
multi-attack?
have 4 attacks, but
Yeah, I do.
basically does your skill specify
Not
you
that
can
you have
target
more than one attack.
more
You
than
have
one target.
Multi-attack. Multi-attack allows you to attack multiple targets.
It's
Yeah.
literally something will specify that
Fighter
you
attacks does not.
it would literally specify that you can actually target more than one target.
Extra attacks and multi-attack are 2 different things. That's basically what I was trying to say.
It's literally what the edge that warlocks have upon everybody is they're one of the very few that can actually target more than one thing at a time.
I thought he did.
Unless maybe one of your feet gave it to you.
Let's see my feet.
That's the only thing I can think of.
The people in the raid can't be stunned, right?
No. Dooku is basically useless for that.
I had Palps in with my Empire team.
Well,
And
he's going to
Nice
hit.
for the fact that he can do a fair amount of damage to all of them.
But the problem is he dies easy.
Mine's usually one of the last 2.
Yeah, I'll try.
So
Right
I'm
now
going to
with,
strength check him
Simon
back.
usually is the first. Unless I get his special
Would you-
off.
13 plus 5, 18.
18? 4. You knock him prone.
And then I disengage. I can do that. Right? And I go up.
And you go 35 feet. Hold on. All right, so take note. There you go.
I
That's
couldn't
that
see
side.
it. I forgot it was there. I'm like,
I was like, I wouldn't necessarily get
did you know?
yourself
Did you know
caught
this
there.
opened?
Yeah, no.
I didn't know that.
The one on this side doesn't. But you know, for the purpose of you traveling through, you can do it just fine. You don't have to go. I know.
I mean, there's no point in opening it.
All right, that's Nunu. How about your gore?
Who's going to?
All right, remember 10 feet movement, stand up.
Or
Are
15.
you disengaging?
Yes.
Okay.
So 15, 20, 25, 30. Can you still cast spells? No.
You took the disengage action, so you're no. However, if you do the quicken bonus action, how many times can you do that per day?
Every turn. Yeah, that's what AJ said.
That's not an every turn thing. That does have a limit to it.
I have no clue.
There is a so many times per day. That's not a. That's why we reevaluated the feat he was using for his fighter, and pointed out the fact that he can use a bonus action after his attack. I was like, well, that would be your bonus action, the one you have per turn.
You can use only one meta magic option on a spell when you cast it.
Correct? How much does it cost to do a metamatic?
However much the thing costs. So
So you're using sorcery points to do it.
I have 20.
Right.
This should be my. I'd have 16 this
So
time.
I'm assuming
Until I'm out of
you do
sorcery
it 20
points.
max.
No, it's it costs either 2 or 3 per time.
Or 1.
It costs 1?
No, it costs 2.
That's what I thought. It was either
So
2 or
10
3,
times.
so you could do it a whole 10 times. And then you're
As
done.
long as you don't use anything else.
Right. So I would highly suggest just keep track of how many you're using. That's the second time you've done it.
I know, this is 16. I've been keeping track.
So be very careful on how loosey-goosey you do.
So, I'm
so
right there.
With my
1,
Magma
2,
Trooper,
3,
I'm at
4.
76.7. And with Alps, I'm at
Really?
76.8.
Fireball. Because I don't want it to hit her up, but it has to be 25 feet.
25 foot radius.
Or 20 foot.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's 20 radius.
So if you count from here, 5, 10, 15, 20.
No, it's in this. Oh, yeah. I got it.
5, 10, 15, 20.
It's not online, though. It's,
Yeah, I know, but it's
So it's
covering
actually-
that whole area.
oh.
It actually doesn't count out diagonally. It would actually
Oh.
count vertically and horizontally.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So there to there.
Right. And then you
And
go
then
diagonal.
5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Fireball. Roll damage. Well, I gotta roll the hit, right?
That might not necessarily actually be the best location to center it,
Really?
believe it or not.
Do we have something that's a 20-foot radius circle? Just didn't you get some of them guides?
So if you go from here, at this square
Would that
counting
hurt
out.
her?
No. So what we want to do is set, if you're going from this square, so 5, 10, 15, 20, right? So the center point would be here.
Wasn't that you that got the guides that you can just hold over it? Or was that AJ?
I think it was AJ.
You should keep that.
I'm
No,
I'm not that concerned about it. You can just kind of.
I don't think I should use chain lightning, should I?
It's not a bad spell.
Yeah, I think I should.
I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know.
It's pretty sweet. To be honest.
I've seen Tink do it. The Tink's also like a level 40.
Will it jump from enemies to friendlies, or do you control where it goes? Then I highly recommend these guys.
Yeah, the chain lightning, you literally emanate it from here and wrap it around you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when
if he can do enough people go into these guys, because they're
Yeah.
getting hit already,
How much does chain lightning do? Chain
and that frees up Grigor.
It would.
Yeah, if they're gone, he can do all kinds of shit.
Chain lightning's on Xanathars, right?
I'm just going to use these as markers for this real quick. So if he did it, say it ended on that one right there, just as a marker. So we go,
Chain lightning.
so that being the center point. 5, 10, 15.
150 feet. You create a bolt of lightning that arcs toward a target of your choice that you can see within range. 3 bolts that leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets,
So
which make so I can do up to 6 targets.
that is an
Oh, wait,
intersecting
3.
point.
3, 4, 9.
Read it again.
So here, just read it. Chain lightning right there.
9, 10, 11, 12.
I don't know.
So basically, if you centered the fireball here, you'd hit 15 skeletons.
How much damage does that do? 2d10, right?
8d6. No. If you do fireball, right? I believe it's 8d6.
So it's 4 different targets, but if you do it at a higher level, you can add an additional bolt for
It's an additional
each
jump.
slot above 6.
Additional jump to the next person.
No, it's an additional bolt.
Wait, what spell is it?
There's
Chain
3
lightning.
bolts.
Chain lightning.
You hit one target, and then 3 bolts come off of him to hit an additional target each.
Oh yeah.
But it can be up to 30 feet away from the original target.
Right.
So he could hit him,
Tinks
him,
is
and
sorry.
him.
Right. I was calling them jumps because it's gonna hit.
Tinks is probably OP
But it
as fuck.
doesn't have to be necessarily in a line because
Oh right. Yeah.
he can
However,
hit any
it's
certain one.
Semantically, just to make it look like it's avoiding you,
Mhm.
it hits the first, jumps to the second, to the third, to the fourth, and just literally draws a line around you. Just, and that's the way I like to do it for fun. Yeah, he already blew in his
I definitely recommend these 3 and this one right here. The ones across my backside, and then the one in between me and you.
across your backside.
What?
I can't wait to get my next 15 up and running. This really
So I'm
shitty.
gonna do 10d6. I know. Should I do it as a 5th level spell?
That's up to
You
you,
have
man.
3 5th levels. Yeah, I'm good.
That's completely up to you.
You do it. So 9d6. You got some fireballs.
Fireball? Yeah, throwing it at over here?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much does it do at level 3?
9 or no, level 5.
I know you're doing it 5.
What does it
Oh.
do at?
What does it do at 3?
Oh shit, yeah. No, sorry. At 3 it does 8d6, so it's 10d6.
Yep, so you're throwing 10d6.
Okay.
So if you roll really, really high, you could probably insta-jib all of them.
Okay.
However, I do get to roll a save.
Roll
I
that
got that
save.
+2 save.
Alright, we rolled goddamn that one.
I rolled a 6.
Rolled a 6?
I rolled a 6 to
You're
dodge.
You need a 23.
Yeah, even
They weren't gonna make right.
even on a 20, they can't dodge
You
it.
don't need these guys.
Skelly Bobs just can't fucking dodge.
Especially a DC 23.
This one took damage earlier. It was like 10 points. I'm gonna just remember that. If you do at least 37 points of damage, that one dies and he explodes.
10, 18, 21,
20, 35, 36.
3 more. I like this one, and this one. 9, 8, and 8. He's dead. That's 30. No.
36 plus 16 is 52, plus 9 is.
I killed all of them. I killed them all?
They're gone. Gone.
The skeleton's frightened?
No.
Do they even have
Wouldn't
brains
that
in
one
their
be
head?
gone too?
Yeah, I'm calculating
Oh.
here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He explodes.
Oh god. Oh god, they all explode. All you do is
And does 13 points of force damage.
Those guys don't take
It
any.
ended right there. Boom.
For a second, I thought you had one of those as a marker of one exploding there. I was like, oh, wait, no, there wasn't one there.
So in one shot, you killed 15.
So it's fucking OP as fuck. Level 20. That was, I could have done it as a 9th level, which I wouldn't, because I'm at 9th level. And it would have been 14d6.
So far you guys killed
5.
Wait a minute.
17.
D6 or D10?
6. No, those were d10s.
Oh, you rolled d10s. Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn
I
it.
would have recognized that too. Sorry, kid. Reroll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm pissed.
You should be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
Community needs.
7. 2 more. One. So it's 2.
You could just put those ones with these 4s, and that's 5s, so that's 10, 15,
Maybe they were.
21, 24.
I don't know how these were positioned, but I
27.
figured they were all in line to get hit.
27.
27?
Fuck.
Alright, so I will annotate that these guys have all taken that fireball damage.
I'm beating the last battle number, so.
Dude, it fucking takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
You're close.
I think I'm on 8.
5, 9. I'm just gonna try to be home by like 11 or 12. My mom's probably asleep.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Alright.
You gonna do it?
I only need 10 more to start them out.
To 7?
Mm-hmm. No, to 6.
Mine at 7.
God, that is so painful.
27 points damage. So fucking close. 10 away. Do you got like 1400? Oh, is that the 10 you need?
It's the 16 I
Oh,
need.
16. That's expensive. Okay, so all the ones with the blue tokens have 27 points of damage.
One dropped. Or no, we need 37.
Mm-hmm.
Screw it.
Could we just keep the d10s?
So he's
I'm
got
getting it now.
10 points of health left. Mark it.
I'm getting it.
You bought it. Oh wow, you bought it.
$10. And that'll give me more gems than I need.
Fair enough.
Gave me 1,300.
Did it show up on your credit card history? Or just random?
That was the email notifying me of my purchase.
All right. So after your course, people. Yeah. It's entertaining.
So I get him a blanket.
Yeah, you can get it for me if you want.
I feel bad.
Let's see, these have all taken 11 damage.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to remember, like, wait, what?
Drew,
I don't remember that.
you want a blanket?
And some pillows.
Yeah, wait, you're on the floor.
You're halfway on the floor.
Yeah. You want help?
You have to pull down your pants and underwear at the fucking butt.
You might enjoy it.
You might like it.
You can smell it.
I'm gonna go for him.
All right. That there would be a skeletal warrior. That it's a Knoll skeleton. Knoll skeleton.
20 and 22.
Both hit.
Okay, so electric and slash. 14
14
for
points of
the
damage.
first hit.
All right, so that puts him at 25.
According to your computer, Nick, it's the 13th of May, and it's 8:10 p.m. On 15th of 14th. No, it is May 13th.
10, 12, 13 for the second hit.
I was told it was the 14th.
All right,
And then I'll roll for my third hit.
we're at 38. Hits.
That's a
What did you roll?
26. A 15 on the die, 26 to hit.
I would have gotten 28.
13, 15, 16, 17.
17.
Pretty sure he's dead.
He dies. All right, he explodes.
Does the rest explode?
Does 14 points of damage to the surrounding guys. You said it was this one you were hitting?
Yep.
All right.
Should have chain lightning, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking genius.
The reason I was saying that is because you could have hit him, and him, and it would have completely
Or I
cleared
could have
me
done it
out.
at 9th level. But
Or
then
you
she's
could have
fucking
cleared
stupid.
out a path for me to get out of there without
No,
having
it
to
wouldn't have killed him.
disengage.
It does 2d10.
Yeah, and some of those already have damage. And if it doesn't kill them, I can be like, and you're dead.
You're not gonna kill fucking 1, 2, 3.
You could have done damage
You're
to
not
4
gonna,
of them.
you're not gonna kill 7 of them.
Well, once he
7. You can only hit 4 at base level of chain lightning.
So here's what he's also pointing out is the fact that if you did some damage to some of them, and he popped one, it explodes and does area of effect damage. Then the next
And
one
they already
pops.
have
Next one pops.
damage.
Next one pops. Next one pops. However, it gets dangerous because he's surrounded, so he takes all that damage too.
Which is why I was trying to get you to do a bunch of damage to those guys so that I could get out of there. And then you could be like, and fireball in that area where they're already taking damage.
Oh yeah, I was thinking chain lightning second one. Oh, I'm like, ooh, that's my last guy. Second one. Can't do that.
Oh,
No,
they-
Fireball's third.
So they took 14. He's at 28. Or no, 14, 25. So I'll basically do this. Since I have that circle and that 27 marker.
And these guys now take 2d10.
Yep, roll your 2d10. Now I will have officially break up those 9.
Fuck minions. Fuck minions.
You're damaging that.
Oh, fuck minions. What's this?
Hole.
8 and 8.
16.
16.
And then 8, and then.
Not bad.
What's that?
You sure you didn't get the pink die?
I'm sure.
Can we just roll all d10s for every? Can we roll d20s for damage for
As of
everything?
max.
No, because you guys are already level 20 and I've already ramped you. So 16.
Man.
I'm surprised that one didn't freaking die yet.
So that's 11 and 16.
8, 9, 9.
27. One. And 6. And that 1 is a 27. Don't mind my excessive amount of little micro tokens, everybody. It works, sort of. It's anybody who watches the video in the future. All right, Skelly Bob's go.
I'm gonna watch it on my phone right now. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
This is going to get complicated. He's just going to step aside. He's going to fill the gap. These guys aren't stupid. They're going to move out of the way.
And now you see why I wanted chain lightning.
Wow.
Aren't they affected by fear?
Oh, yeah.
The ones that haven't taken damage?
Do they have to do it
They
every
can't
turn?
be prone, or yeah, they can. What is it? They can't be poisoned or exhausted. Sorry, poisoned or exhausted, and that's it. They're only immune to poison and exhaustion. They're all. Which almost certainly.
30-foot radius for so many creature enters the aura or starts turning there during battle. A creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, become frightened of you for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Well, they just took
And attack
damage.
rolls against it are with advantage.
Yeah. So they just took damage.
But the ones that were back here.
So they'll move this way. So he'll move this way, and he'll move this way. And okay, they'll just all move this direction.
You don't know what's Nicholas Anthony right now.
All right. Echo. 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 Echo.
Wow.
All right, why don't you cut the video? It's starting to echo too much. I have one more D20 floating around. It's a silver D20.
Right there.
Ah, thank you. All right,
What are you rolling D20s for?
to hit.
How many D20s do you have?
Enough.
Are you rolling right now?
I'm about to.
No, how many D20s are rolling right now?
I'm going in groups.
This is two. I said, is that it?
Ruina's here.
Yeah.
All right, so that one stands up. That's 5, and then moved in. So 4, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1. All right, cool. So there are less than 30, which means they all are going to move into the tower following you.
But they can only come out the door one at a time. And that gives you time to possibly get past those guys.
Or I could jump off the side. And then there's those ones, right?
No. Those are
You got to think about the fact that this area is blocked off from that half, so
There's a wall?
no, there's zombies there, or skellies there.
So basically, one
I
has
didn't say I was jumping down there.
a
You
bunch of
can't jump
damage.
outside the map.
Yeah, you can.
No, you
No,
can't.
you can't.
You can't?
No.
You already said that before we started.
I thought you said you could.
No.
So take note.
That's why I was demonstrating this piece of paper as a wall. It's
Oh, I thought you
It
said you
stops
couldn't walk
there.
out. I didn't know you said you
can't
couldn't
go
jump
out
out.
there.
You know what? The first few are at. Some are going to double move.
No. Well, then they can't attack me.
True. However, you do know that they've double moved and they're coming out. They're directly behind you. You have Skelly Bobs chasing you.
Fuck you, Skelly Bob.
Skelly Bobs. However, you do have a door over there if you want to run off map.
Yeah, but fuck you guys. Fuck you, demon.
I thought we couldn't run off map.
It's basically you give up at that point.
Oh.
You count as no longer part of the encounter. You don't die. It's just you're no longer part of the encounter.
You die? And because what?
Chicken out.
What you say?
Called you a yellow belly sapsucker. Boy.
The chin light was the first level.
9.
You still did the same amount of damage, and then you took it to
This is
that.
gonna hurt.
Eh.
You're welcome
Oh.
for saving your butt.
You can lay on hands yourself.
Yeah, but it's still gonna hurt. And I only have so much lay on hands.
I have supreme healing potion, but I'll give it to you.
You're supposed to be trying to do it without potions.
Are we?
That's the goal.
I wish.
Especially since this is just a test of our abilities.
Yeah. It was literally, can you take on 80 of these ramped skeletons from a
80?
level 20 necromancer? This is the necromancer sending his army in before he walks into the map. Concept. However, he's not actually going to walk into the map to fight you. It's can you survive the thing?
How many hit points do you have level 20?
A lot. I didn't actually level him out. We just did the math.
How
on
many
what
hit that?
the-
See, if he were to walk in for battle, that would be an advantage for us.
Why?
Because if we can eliminate him, the encounter ends.
More or less. And their skeletons are still there and they'd still be hostile to you, but at the same time,
But we could just shut him in.
that's it. Like that is doable. The thing though is he would generate auras and he would make the skeletons around him that much better. And anytime a skeleton dropped, he could cast another spell or raise. It gets frustrating very quickly. But it's one of those, you have to target the guy who's doing the magic.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna cast
with
him
my
more, is he?
60-foot flight, I could do that quite easily.
Oh yeah.
I could be like, guess what, sucker?
So the only
pick
thing
him up and drop him.
is, so the only thought is, so if I notice any character taking flight, right? I would cast Crushing Grasp with Orcus,
Too far.
which means you'd immediately have to try to make a save against it,
We pretty much have
which is would actually be a DC save of at level 20. It's like DC save of 25 con check. Which is actually pretty tough. And if you fail to do so, you then make a flying check with disadvantage. And if you fail to, again, beat that 25, you literally drop from the air.
It's not you die.
Right.
You're going
No, it's just depending
Do you
on how
realize
high.
how much health I have
same amount as me.
and lay on hands on top of it?
Yeah, he has basically a secondary pool of health. Actually, almost more, I think.
No, it's less.
Oh, it's less? Okay. But still,
160 instead of 250.
yeah. But still, it's almost.
It's almost another
How
character's
does
worth
she-
of health.
How does he have 160?
Both of us do. Level 20.
160.
Yeah, it's a paladin.
160 lay on hands.
Paladin. You are sorcerer and fighter.
She can be like, and you have 160 health.
Oh,
now.
heal. I thought you meant.
Lay on
I
hands.
thought you meant health. I'm like,
No,
what
health,
would
he
you
has
do?
like 6 times lay on
200 something.
hands. 250.
Yeah, I was gonna say we all three of us should have 250. I'm like,
Mhm.
how the fuck?
No, just his two characters.
'Cause I was like, we all have
He
the
does
same
too.
con.
What's your health
250.
as a fighter? Really?
1d10, 1d10, con plus 5, con plus 5.
Fair enough. All right, where was I? Damage. All right. You've
You haven't
got.
rolled the hit yet.
Yeah, I know. 2 of them have advantage on Gawain. Is there at an angle?
Great.
So
I shouldn't have saved him.
That there be over 20. That there be 17. So I don't think that hit.
Nope.
So that was one hit. I'm just 8. I'm not gonna bother rolling. That was 8.
I feel sticking up.
Yeah.
I'm not scribbling all over the page.
Hey, Chris, is Grigor wearing heavy armor? Full plate?
He's got down guard armor.
So full
Alright, there's 3 more melee attacks.
So let me know what the stats of full plate.
Swing small?
I need to roll an 11 or higher to hit you.
You have +8.
Yeah. So 2 of 3 hit, so that's 16. And then I have 9, 12, 14, 15 archers.
This is gonna hurt.
Me?
No,
At me.
I was
Green.
like, he's only targeted me.
Green. That's 2.
All for saving you. So another 16.
Yep.
It's worth it.
That's another 3.
You don't have. You
That's
can heal
24.
more than my health. Can I use my previous characters in one of your next campaigns?
Fuck. That's all 3. One was a crit, so it doubles. So that's
32.
I'm gonna make a character called Nuna
All
Wolfman.
because I want to save you.
9,
I'm gonna make a character called Nuna Wolfman. It's not Nuna Wolfus.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more.
No.
Out of the 4, 1 hit.
She's gonna touch you in the no-no.
So it was 8 more points.
With her boot.
And last 2.
Yeah.
Because you just stood there
And then
in the front
another-
lines
another 8.
with a sorcerer. Good God.
He doesn't know what I am.
As archers are fucking deadly as shit. They tend to like smack hard and shoot their arrows.
112.
So,
Oh, because I had to go save the sorcerer that was on the front line.
So, yeah, you can take it.
no.
Mason, go lay down. Mason, go lay down. I love the fact that he's on the floor.
No.
He made it all the way to the floor.
I didn't hear it fall.
I think
You didn't fall.
yeah, I think he chose to lay on the floor. Just literally went, fuck it.
He's awake.
What was it? This one that had 10 HP left?
I think so-ish.
I have this 10 marker here, so I think that's 10 HP left. Unless it was 27 and 10 damage.
And then again,
But even then, that means he would have 10 hit points left.
And then he drank that much thing of blackberry brandy.
He likes that blackberry brandy.
Yeah.
So, chatting with him, apparently he had a little sometime today. So pressing like, you walk your ass over to Happy Harry's and put in a job application. Then also, after he told me that, I was like, all right, well then you can also put an application over at Flying J. Fuck, you ain't gotta worry about that. And even though it's a shit job, a step in the right direction is a step in the right direction. Dude, you need to get shit together. But apparently he thinks he's back on better terms with his mom after giving her a Mother's Day gift. I'm doing the. I hope so.
so is that all the attacks?
Yeah.
She's down to 112.
I didn't even realize I have these here. They're just going to approach. No, what? No. They're going to
No.
stop right here. They're look up a Nunu.
They're not going to make it. They can see is his sword.
One hits.
All they can see is his sword, though.
And he claims he's tall, so
Literally, that's
Nine.
all you can see.
9 damage.
If you look through this gate,
I
that's
know.
all you can see. I'm 6'9".
He's tall enough to get hit.
To the pommel. That's about it.
One hit you.
You can see the sword.
I rolled a 19 and an 11. So one definitely hit you, the other one
It's
didn't.
only 27, bro. My AC's like 97, some shit.
Yes, sure. No.
And
And I rolled 10 million. Oh yeah, these guys are up here. They see you. They're coming this way.
they won't do shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
I
35.
want to chain. Oh my. Can I cast Wish and we give them one hit? We give me 1 million hit points?
Nope.
I wish you
Now you can make yourself invulnerable to damage for 1 turn.
What?
They see you, and they're like, hey, die.
No.
Yeah. 3 miss, 1 crit. Take 16 points of piercing damage.
There was a feat that I didn't pick.
You should have established that before we started.
Hmm?
He said there's a feat I didn't take.
I think. I don't remember. Oh no.
Right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
So I took. I didn't take any feats. Whatever.
I think that's all.
I would have had resistance.
Wait.
Non-magical. Everything.
Did they attack Grigor this turn? I know they moved, but they didn't do any attacks.
I can't remember.
Let's just say they all double move. Their movement's 10.
I'm pretty sure we moved, but then I started doing that over there. So I was trying to establish movement first and then attacks.
Let's just say that.
No, I'm fairly certain I did not actually attack Grigor this turn.
Did they? I don't think they would.
2, 4 of them have advantage. However, you're broadcasting at disadvantage. So 4 of them will have regular attacks.
Casting a disadvantage on them and an advantage on myself.
Blueberry flavor.
All right.
Everyone's gonna do it.
What's your AC? So I can just go ahead and skim out the ones that missed.
17.
17. So I need to roll a 9 or higher to hit you. Which that point, then yes, all of them actually hit. All of those hit. So 8, 16, 32. And then I have 2 at disadvantage. So take the lower of these.
Squad.
1 completely botches, the other one hits. So it's 8. How far is your radius?
30 feet.
What? I'm not like this. I'm fighting
30?
7-star
So,
fence, shit like
All
that.
these guys are affected. This is the only one that's not. He's will pitch his guy. 8. So that's 4.
It's fucking 85. Gold 7.
So out of, I'm gonna say that's 9 there, and I just did 2. 1 hit. That's basically 8 more damage. Miss. So that's 2 more.
I'll cover him up
Miss.
on the ground.
That's a miss. I'm gonna call that cocked. I'm rolling disadvantage for.
Yeah, I know,
Oh.
but
So there's 9 here that are shooting arrows at you, and they all have disadvantage. So I'm rolling multiple dice. I'm trying to roll multiple at the same time, but with disadvantage. So every 4 dice is 2 dudes, and I'm
Yeah.
taking the lowest of all.
I was just hearing the miss, miss, and miss, miss. And
Yeah, I'm keeping track. I've done 6
it's like,
shooting so far.
Like, look at this bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm level 63.
The one rolled double 15, and the other one rolled a 14 and 11, so that's 2 hits.
63.
I only got one more after that. 16 and 4, so they miss. So that's it.
that's it.
That's all the ones that are coming at you. That last one,
roll
that
didn't
last one missed. That one die was cocked, and I rolled a 4. So
What was it before?
it was sitting between 5 and 13, but it was propped up against the wall. So counting it as a cock.
Down to 102.
You got plenty of. You basically
They did
pulled out.
72.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Nick,
For Skelly Bobs,
outrageous. Fucking Rebel Team 7 stars.
I'm just telling you,
Most of it.
there's nothing new you can show me.
I see 2 7 stars.
There's still 1 7-star is OP as fucking. I don't want any.
When I
6 stars.
finally got to gear tier 9, I was fighting people with gold tier teams. And you literally can't show me nothing new, bro. That stuff
Ooh,
is
looks like
green
this
star.
6-star green.
yeah, it's green star.
I believe it's a free action for her to move her moonbeam.
You see, watch me go do that. They're gonna have all the greens.
Bonus action, I think.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, it is action.
An action to move it. Because it's a concentration spell. Well, you can still move around and beat people.
Well, she's gonna hit the same floor again.
Same 4. Oh, she's spending the action to move it?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. So does it do damage when it enters that area?
On the beginning of their turn.
Oh, okay.
I got 1 turn.
Or,
Didn't know they-
actually, no. She's gonna leave it where it's at, which
Which is right here.
she's going to disengage and move here.
I'm so close to me. Fucking go.
And I think she's going to drop the concentration because I doubt she'd be able to hold it and cast another spell. I'm assuming that's a pretty high roll for that.
It's not actually that high, believe it or not. It's 10 plus the level, spell level.
And that's a level 2.
So 12, DC
Okay,
12.
then I might be able to hold it.
And it's your spellcaster ability,
So it'd be charisma.
Chismas. So pitch a die and whatever your plus charisma. You
14.
pass.
What is it? What was the DC?
DC 12.
Oh, fuck, compared to mine. I'm also a CR. You see it. Wait.
And also, the only like mild reason I'll even ask for the check is because there's a shit ton of stuff going around you. You're trying to do multiple things, so it's can I keep hold of concentration of that while batting that away and moving this over here?
What if Fireball was a concentration? Every one of your turn, it just kept coming down.
Yeah,
OP as
I'm
fuck.
about to just go OP on these motherfuckers. I'm going Ice Storm. 5, 10, 15. Centered on this guy.
What's the radius?
20.
So hitting everybody on this side, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's 5, 9 of them.
Why are you rolling a
5,
D30?
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, 10. I couldn't see
Yeah.
that one by itself.
Yeah.
That's 10 of them all at once.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to die.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna do
2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6 cold.
that's not that nice. Push.
There's where all my d6s went. And then it's dexterity saving throw.
All right, I got that. 11.
You gotta be a 14.
Look, that's the highest I've actually rolled on a save so far.
So 8, 10, 18.
18.
Mhm.
And he had 27.
That was a really low roll.
It was. Oh, there's a lot of 2 and 3.
1, 2, 2, 3. That was a shit roll. I should have gone 5th level.
So I'm on my next turn. I'm going to cast
But-
Time Stop.
How much was that total?
Um, 10, 17, 18.
18. Just going to use that as a mental note for that group.
And this group had
Yeah. 16 and 18. This particular one had 27. So it was 27 and 18 is not quite 47, but you're pretty damn close.
Yeah, comprehend languages, comprehend all languages, unless the DM
Yes.
says so.
Mhm.
So the DM can say no.
Correct.
Here's a question. She has the ability to cast a spell as a bonus action.
Wait a minute. Why did Grigor just go?
It wasn't him.
Oh, that was Green. Okay, sorry. I'm just having that moment.
She has the ability to cast spells as bonus action. Does that mean she can use her action to move Moonbeam? Since it's not actually casting?
Yeah.
Well, then it's going back on them.
Back on top of them.
I was wondering why you're using a D30. Who the fuck
I
with a D30?
lost track of that for some reason. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those ones are
Oh, wait,
dead when they.
didn't she disengage though? Used her
Oh,
action,
yeah.
disengaged, she moved, and then cast a spell. So. Oh, damn.
Cast Time Stop? There's Nuna? The fighter casts Time Stop?
Because, careful now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay, you can leave it. So, this is your opportunity to do some redemption when it comes to Yorgor's turn. Anyway, Nunu.
I basically just set you up.
Do I have to
freaking demolish
disengage?
people.
You do not necessarily have. Yeah, actually,
They didn't actually start any combat in that.
Yeah.
they are
situation.
5 foot. They are in melee range.
No. Yeah, disengage. 1, 2.
You don't have to disengage. There are only 3 of them.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And what's your AC?
20.
20. So 1 hit, 8 points.
You can average this.
Yep. It's gonna be a lot faster and easier. Also, I've been rolling really high, So it's like, you know what, I'm going to do average. I'm going to expedite the process just a wee bit.
So York is going to cast times that next.
Well, you did one movement.
I know. And then I'm going to. Where's this? Intimidate. Can they be intimidated?
No.
Did I know that?
Yeah, you know that.
By experience.
He didn't win the bunker.
$21 to acrobatics off.
No.
21 to acrobatics off.
Considering that's only one floor up, that'll be enough to not take damage.
You see the guy
Here.
fucking full plate do like a backflip.
No, that would be if you got a crit.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I'll do it
Nat 20.
or nat 20, yeah. But then that'd be a 27. So Nuna's gonna pull out his bow and target that 20.
So you basically do the thing where you like skip off the edge with one hand on the rail, and you stop yourself a moment while you're like still mid-air. So it's basically a 5-foot drop instead of a 10-foot drop.
It's still pretty badass.
You guys also take note, you're in full plate. Technically, you should be rolling a disadvantage for that kind of stuff. I'm not going to make you do it.
I would have still been 14 or
I have
15.
splint mail.
At 15? At that point, I would have given you resistance to the fall damage. But
Or it was 14 the other one.
wait, are you wearing Glimmer armor?
But it was plus 7. 21. 20.
I understand.
Yeah.
Oh no, it would have been over 20 still. Oh, then okay.
It's still been 14 because the disadvantage lowered to 14. So I'm gonna pull out his bow. That's a 24 to hit.
Hits. Are you doing 4 shots?
Will you hit me?
Yeah.
He's shooting that one. It's taken 27 points so far.
To D8.
All I have to say is your guard
6.
better freaking
Book
redeem
it.
himself.
Oh,
He doesn't need to. He doesn't
yeah,
need
your
to.
core, yeah, needs to redeem himself.
Mm-hmm.
3?
12.
Because 3
12? Oh, are you
damage
serious?
for-
That missed.
16.
Hits. So 3 of your 4 shots.
3 damage. Fucking 12 again. That's 2 inspiration. I know. Not worth it. It's just one go.
All right. So you had 2 hits
So that's 9 damage.
total.
Yep.
That's disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I went. Pretty much. That's what I mean.
9, you say?
Yeah. It's already taking 27 you said.
I know.
30.
I'm putting an annotation of 9 because the blue disc is 27. There's enough of them that taking 27 damage doing a little blue
So
disc.
yours going to cast his only natural spell, Time Stop, and you need D4. For 2 turns.
Wait, how are you doing? How are you casting the spell? Yeah, you're a fighter. You need to take a full act. Oh wait, no. Your core. Sorry.
Unlike.
Sorry, I'm thinking new. Your core. All right. So you cast Time Stop, and you're basically taking 2 turns.
Yeah.
I like how you picked it up and like half faked rolled it, but it
Well,
only.
the first time he rolled
No.
this.
No, I didn't. I was seeing if that wouldn't have counted, whatever.
And two. It's destined to be 2, bro. I'm sorry. You rolled 2.
I was
3 times.
I was admitting that it was 2. I was just like, what would I do? So
Wasting your rolls now.
Mm-hmm.
wait, so that count as 2 turns. So I could do quicken and then quicken again. 2 turns.
Oh, it's another round for you, so
Quicken.
technically you had a movement action if you wanted to move.
Yeah.
Because you cast Time Stop and you still had to move.
No, I was right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can see out, right?
Slots allow you to see through. Alright, so you have 2 rounds of casting.
And these guys are fucked up.
Just so you know. And
these 4
Is Finger
are
of
really
Death like on one?
yeah, it's 1 target. Take note that this is a low-lying wall, so you can still shoot over it.
Okay.
So technically, the only vision you have that's impeded is the very edge of this. But even then, technically, you can still see through.
Wait, where's that one that I hit? I still know where it's at for 1 hour.
That one's dead. It was like the first one that died.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one that you hit that was coming through the door. Yeah, that rushed forward and was in melee combat for a minute and got killed off.
Yeah.
But remember, these 4 specifically are really fucked up. These guys are fucked up.
Does Cone of Cold, would it affect him?
It's an AoE, so yeah, unless you spend the sorcery point to avoid damage your ally. But you also have to have taken that.
No, I didn't. I didn't take 1, so I mean, whatever. It's whatever.
You have to establish that, man. However, this is also making you realize the stuff you should be looking for when you're building him,
Chain
making
Lightning.
him grow.
I'm going to cast it as 6th level normal. So it's. I'm looking at it, I think. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Also, when you revert him back to your actual level that's supposed to be, you don't necessarily have to erase all your spells you've taken. You just make sure you change your spell slots back the way they're supposed to be, and maybe draw an annotation where you left off last.
Okay. Draw a line and you can.
Good, because at this point, you have a feel for what you might want. However, it's not permanent. You don't have to.
Chain Lightning. 10d8.
No, you don't.
How many d8 did I roll last time? Oh, I rolled Fireball, that's right.
That was D6 too.
So.
So what are you casting? Chain Lightning?
Mm-hmm. Tinks is way better than mine, I guarantee.
Oh yeah, because he casted it 9th level. At
Yeah,
least.
he had 8 9th level spell slots he used.
Mhm.
Imagine how many fucking more.
Take note that he created magical items that didn't need to refresh that cast level 9 spells.
Did he have more level 9 spells than normal though?
Yes.
He was probably above CR20 though.
Him and Daniel.
Oh damn it too.
Daniel would have taken him.
So
I think it would have been a hell of a battle, though.
Daniel would be proud of me right now.
Probably world-ending.
Daniel would be proud of me right now. He's like, that's my boy, using time stop.
Nah, he'd been like, look at this moron trying to use my spell.
You use spell, so it's not his spell. It's his wand. of
Yours
time
only
stop.
lasts for 2 turns. That's so cute.
His is like 400.
Like, oh, it
It's
costs.
like infancy.
It's like, oh, and that cost you a spell slot. You know what doesn't cost me spell slots?
My wand of time stop.
The permanent time stop I have until I turn it off. You know that horrible moment he stops time and falls to his death?
What? Who?
No, it's a bad joke. So it's like, imagine a time lord who can stop time but died after he
While
stopped
the time was stopped. Time would stay stopped forever.
literally ending the universe.
Unless if someone else had time.
No, time stopped.
Time would stop, so they wouldn't be able to do anything.
The only thing that would
Unless
happen
they
is
had
if
some
there
kind
was,
of aura that protected them from time stop.
which few and far between, and usually that kind of shit ends after a short period of time.
What? How?
Because
I'm
usually,
sure some wizard somewhere would have put up around their friggin'
usually that stuff isn't
Lair.
actually permanent.
somebody like friggin' Daniel would have.
Well, remember, I did outrageous amounts of fantasy.
Yeah, but you know there's gotta be someone else like him. If there's someone like him.
Oh no, no, actually, he's outrageously. He's the embodiment of that.
Was he-
old
was he-
saying of there's always someone better?
So he was supposed to be the embodiment of Akatosh,
Was he?
like the god who created everything. Because he had the power of time, there's only one thing that actually has the power of time.
So, chain lightning, it is
However, it's one of those things
30 feet.
where he was created and then didn't realize who he was.
So he could have done way more than.
Yeah, if he realized what kind of power he truly had.
Would he have eventually?
No.
Could other people realize? It's just.
Because the problem with the way that
Was he this OP in Pathfinder?
No, different character. All right, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah,
10, 10.
realize your turn has lasted 10 minutes.
Well,
I gotta smoke 2 cigarettes.
You keep bouncing back and forth.
oh no, I'm trying to read.
Trying to read.
Right here. How many lightning
You
bolts?
told me.
I don't know how many
4.
fucking lightning bolts it is.
4 at base level,
Base level.
Okay.
Unless you're using
higher level.
higher level spell.
I could use 7.
With 4, you could take out this group here,
A
most
target
likely all
must
the way.
make a dexterity saving throw of 5. The target takes 10d8 lightning damage on failed save.
No, whatever. 10d8.
You're doing it at base level?
Doing it as 7.
7th level? Be 5?
So hold on. You create a lightning bolt that arcs toward the target of your choice that you can see within range. 3 bolts then leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets,
Mm-hmm.
each
That's
of which
4.
are within 30. So you hit the target. 3 bolts. 3 bolts then leap from that target to as many as. Okay.
So if you go from 1, 2 to 3, those 3 bolts go to 1 target.
So
You
hit
can have
and
it
then
go
3
3
bolts.
targets or 3 into 1 target.
So this is where the wording gets fishy because
1 and 3.
to me the way this is worded, 3 bolts then leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets.
Yes.
Each that target.
Here's the originating target. Here's 3 other targets. It hits him, and then it hits those.
Right.
Or you could have all 3 go into 1 person.
See, that
As many as 3 other targets. Giving you the option to have 2 go to 1, 1 go to
1,
another,
2.
or all 3 go to 1.
I could say 1, 1, 2. Which red die is this?
Mine.
Wait, was it?
For what?
For my. Like, how many d8 is it? 7th level? An additional d8?
10d8, and then for every level beyond that, would be another d8.
So,
And an extra
11 d8.
arc.
Or it's sorry, not another d8. It's an additional bolt. So it's another target will take the damage. So what you do is you roll 10d8. You roll 10d8, and then you choose how many targets are taking that damage.
3, 5.
He definitely does move around a lot when he sleeps.
8, 9. I need to do 1 more.
Okay, so
You have one.
they go to make a dex save, and they roll a
5 at 7.
they roll a 17 to
1,
dodge.
2, 3. They don't dodge.
It's the highest I've rolled so far, man.
But those were all 3 1s, so 3, 4, 8, 10, 17, 19, 25.
25 points of damage. Who is your originating target? Somebody within 30 feet.
I recommend.
Oh, yeah.
20, 25, 30.
Just perfect. Yes. Yeah.
Right there. How much damage was it?
25.
I take this. Okay, he had 18 and 16. And then 25, I think, definitely kills him.
And then he explodes.
Yeah. All right. Where's your damage going?
So it goes from him to him to him to him.
And then there's one more
Oh, you're
target.
just ripping through them?
Yep.
What's the initial target, then 3?
And then an additional arc.
Oh, okay.
7th level.
Okay, then who else? Then him?
Goes.
Like a 6. Okay.
Short.
So this entire group's dead, definitely from your bolt. He was at 27. You did 25.
Mm-hmm. He's at 2.
So no, he's dead. He has a blue marker on him, so he's at 27.
Oh, they have 47.
Or at 27 damage.
Damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying he's at 27.
No, that was 27. So his lightning arc definitely kills all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And only that one does damage to me.
Thank God. That could have been rough.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you know now.
I can't remember. What kind of action does it take to do lay on hands?
I think that it's a bonus action if you do it on yourself.
Okay.
It's an action if you do it to someone else. Just literally, and then keep going. All right, so he gets hit by these 2 exploding. He gets hit by these 2 exploding. So first step is 5 points, and then that one is 8. So that's 13 on top of the 14 that he already took, right?
So that's 27.
I think it was these 2 that took 14,
Or
was it just him?
Nick, I hate
Yeah, no,
that.
this blew up, so they both took 14, and then he just took.
What's up?
It's like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's getting real fucking late.
And I fucking hate to call it.
I know.
We did just eliminate a large portion of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I've
Huh.
eliminated.
I did most of the damage to them?
I did most of the kill. Finishing blows to them.
Yeah.
Which makes me
And who saved your ass from dying? No.
He died.
Hmm. How much damage did he do to...
So he's the only one that does damage to you. 5 total.
That's your good averages. That's better than average though.
These are d8s, and yeah, that was better for him that I rolled. This guy took 2 sets, so that is 5 and 12 total. So 20. He's at 30 points of damage. Use this d30 more.
Can I roll a d30 hit? Just for shits and giggles.
This one is at 30. Okay. All right. And then hold on. You had another turn yet.
Yep.
Chain lightning.
Yep.
Okay.
1, 2,
I think he's just too far away, so you have to do this group. However, you can target him and then leap to that group.
Yes, I can. 1, 2,
Because he's taken 27
1
at this point.
1, 2, 3.
So in all reality, if you target him, then leap to him, you're more than likely to
Whichever
kill
ones
these
are
2.
taking damage.
So this entire group is taking 18, by the way. It's only this one that's sitting at 30, and that's sitting at 27. So
That one, then that one, then that one, and that one.
So from here, leap to him and leap to these 2.
These two, yeah.
Okay. Roll.
D8s. 1. I still got them.
They're gonna try to dodge. They can't dodge.
I know. I knew that was bad. 4, 5.
Did you really? Are you Oracle now?
No. Where the other? It's floating around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, that's the big side. What the fuck?
Green's going to move the... Oh, wait, no, it's Rebor's turn next.
It's Rebor's turn next. And you got the Skelly Bobs between you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. That's a D10. God damn it. Where the fuck is my D8?
Whatever. If these survive, they'll attack one of them.
1,
If
2,
not, then
3,
they'll hit that one.
6,
It's just these two now that have that 11.
20,
Well, you guys are
26,
more or less mopping up what's
31.
left of what's over here.
31 damage.
He's wielding the hand axe and the dragon slayer.
Dragon Slayer's a great sword.
And he's got the electricity on. I
I
can wield it one or two-handed.
Oh, it's
It's versatile.
And I have strength.
Cassie now. Okay, so what'd you roll?
31.
31. Okay.
Nailed that.
Yeah. So he explodes.
Yes, he does.
8. So he's now at
Drops. 22.
22. He's gone.
I thought that was you, Chris, on the ground. I was like, holy fuck.
And he pops, dealing 14
Who does? Him?
and pops.
14.
Does- So you went from here to these two, right?
Yep.
So he's at,
No, him to him.
well, you had to go to here, and then you had 2 more.
Yeah, him and him.
Okay. So it's only significant for this one because he's taken now an additional 14. Yeah. It's 14. He's at 42 points of damage. He's probably gonna pop when he pops.
I just realized level 20 is amazing.
Yeah.
Go up against a dragon.
What's that?
He's also got a bonus action.
So when he pops, he does 8 more points of damage, which will kill him. Hold
Is
on.
it his?
I'm keeping track of things.
Oh,
That's actually mine, and it goes over here.
Okay.
He pops, which does
They don't normally come with
8
D30s,
points
do
of
they?
damage. No, they don't. So that's 24 over here.
What do you use D30s for?
Lots of things.
Really? Is that Pathfinder?
Usually it's actually it's 24, I think. He popped. Oh. That's 10, so 28.
You know what my worst roll ever was? Terrible. Nat 20, disadvantage, nat 1.
Okay. Did I mark that one just now?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one?
No, the one that popped here.
Yeah.
Okay.
About 5 seconds ago.
You're currently at 14 kills.
I have the most kills doing.
Oh no, it's combined.
Oh.
Doesn't matter how many you have, it's the group.
Well, how many XP did we get for this?
Oh,
round?
You
were
would
to
be laying
survive
on the
this.
dead. Yeah, you would have been coup de grace within the first 3 rounds. If you were by yourself, you would literally be there.
So what did they
crushed
see
up
when
by
time stop
skeletons.
ends?
You disappeared.
And then there's a bunch of shit gone. Dead on the floor.
Yeah, a bunch of skeletons are gone. You're gone in their eyes. However, they don't care.
Yeah, Nunu doesn't really like me. Technically, my character doesn't like me.
Okay, so that was the end of your board's turn. Grigor.
He's at 22.
Yeah, 22 points of damage.
Gonna finish him.
You took 8 from the AoE explosion from one of the skeletons.
Well, I'll try to do
Yeah,
one
I
at
figured that
11:30.
Or wait, no, that's new damage.
Yes, new damage.
So 89.
Chipping away at you.
I'm just gonna roll all 3 attacks and then do the damage.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Hits.
That's an 18.
Hits.
And then definitely hits. Okay, so first one is 1d8 slashing and 1d8 electric. So that's 12.
Oh, so 34.
He's dead.
You think we'll be done in
Okay.
20 minutes?
He explodes for 9.
And then laying on hands. All of it. That'd be 240.
Probably not. We'll have to cut it short. So you could probably safely assume that you're going to be able to mop up that. The only problem you guys will end up facing is that these guys will come up to where Nunu dropped off, and then you have
And we have a group back here too.
yeah.
Fuck, they haven't even touched
And
something.
you never even tried to get these guys up.
We tried once.
So basically, you'd have volleys of arrows coming down. So you'd have to try to run up and around. That's the only other.
Fireball me.
Well, yeah, you could fly. They would have to run up and around.
She can Misty Step.
I can miss the step.
I do.
I haven't used any spells in the Reaper.
I do feel like this is a very.
Fly. The wings.
I do feel like this would have been a very close fight in all reality, because after being, because you guys are hitting them and hitting them. However, when they actually do get hits back on you and crowding, they're dropping you by like half health.
Yeah, but now we have all 3 of us in a
What's
small
your
area,
technically?
so we can actually control it better.
I told one dead.
And
This is so
at that point, I start going, and you're dead, and you're dead, and you're dead.
Fair enough. That's what my own.
Especially if we fall back to here,
That's
where
true.
they're pummeled in.
That's true. That actually would be one of your best bets.
That's what I was working on, was getting him freed up, which is why I wanted him originally to do the chain lightning here, was so that I could get free. I could come help get him out of there, and her
Yeah,
and
and
him
over.
would fall
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
It would just be an
So,
issue
yeah.
of him back there.
yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think Nunu might die.
Mhm.
What's Nunu's health at?
Without using potions, almost guaranteed.
78.
Yeah, you'd take that in one round, to be honest.
Wings not doing that much damage anymore. It's not doing shit.
It's one of those, you
And
got
at that
4,
point, I would,
8.
in order to save him, I would have to fly
No,
over
you wouldn't have to do
and take a
shit.
bunch of damage.
Oh yeah, you would. Because I don't have wish.
What's your AC?
20.
20? All right, so they need to roll a 12 to hit you, which is just above an average die. So I'm going to say maybe subtract 20%. Out of 25 shots, if half of them hit you, that's still over 100 damage.
Mhm.
If half of those hit you, it's still over 100 damage.
Are you rolling the damage?
If averaging. I'm doing the
How many of
percentiles
them are
here.
hitting me?
So let's say 12 of them
40,
hit you for
12.
8 apiece.
Oh yeah, I think maybe 4.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 total up there.
Let's say
Then you
12
got
hit you.
these guys.
Let's pretend for a moment 12 of the archers hit you at 8 pop.
7. It's 96.
That's more than your health.
And then you have 2 there that are free that walk up to you and cause 4 instant death saves. Or 4 instant failed death saves.
I have 20.
That's like literal like coup de grace.
Can you have more death saves?
No, it's 30 death saves.
Do witches have death saves?
No.
Wait,
They-
they're not players.
Right.
But and the player can't become a witch. 'Cause
So,
it doesn't
I
become
think-
a witch for NPC.
Because Grigor just went, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so Nunu's dead this turn. However, you guys would have a chance to get into that back room and do a funneling effect. The only true danger with that is that if some of them get close enough, they do splash damage. However, Yordvor has enough AoE, and you have the veer effect. So you basically keep a bubble. However, they try to snipe shots at you.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys,
That's the only problem is this half.
Are they immune to necrotic damage?
yeah. Or no. No, they're not immune to necrotic damage. You can still-
But they have no skin.
Technically, they still can take the damage. So here's my thought is, say you get in here, you will have to probably back up. And Goulin's here. You probably will kill out these guys. But the rest will press forward.
Aren't yours skeletons?
You create
skeletons kind of
5,
good?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's literally the line right there.
So did we win this?
I think you would eventually win.
Just because my AoE.
It's just a lot of suffering.
Mine and Gerwin's AoE is as well. Probably. Because if it was for AoEs, we'd be fucked.
Honestly, I think the next turn, it would have looked something like this.
Fireball right there, and then they're dead.
You do a shit ton of damage to that fireball, yeah. However, there's still a lot more.
And there's also the factor of I can do a hell of a lot of damage to a large group.
You are very melee.
Yeah, but I have one spell that is very effective against large groups. Destructive Wave.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing though, is you still need to get in melee range and then do it to be effective.
To be most effective.
It's
Yeah,
going up cold without
Literally, all I have to do is run up.
Oh yeah.
So I have more than enough distance to freaking walk up there.
Just the other problem I see with that is you also will expose yourself after having gotten the entire group in that room.
Mm-hmm.
When you come out and you do it, yeah, you'll kill a lot of them, but if you can't get back in time,
Mm-hmm.
arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, you have like 200 something health.
240 right now.
So let's say,
And she's still got 110 to give.
so I just conjecture. If you were able to put yourself in the middle of the group to be most effective, you blow them all away, but that's still repercussive explosions all around you. Let's say you get hit by 8, and that's averaged 8 damage apiece. 8 and 8 is
64.
64. And let's say they do 100 damage. That's even 164. I think that's only half your health still. A little
Can I
over,
keep
but
this character sheet? It's a different character sheet for my 20th level.
you keep it.
Stop
So-
taking it. No, I'm not taking
Given
it.
that,
I'm
I
taking
can
it like
still
not
get
throwing
back
it.
and she could heal me up.
Yeah.
And
Well,
plus, we have spells that we can heal each other with. And while we're back there, she can be like, and once per turn, disadvantage.
Oh my god, I'm so
So I can say this spell. Against the waves of skeletons, this is a good tactic. This is definitely save the three of you. But if the necromancer at this point decided to show up, all you have to do is pop Cloud Kill in the room and force you to come out.
I can cloud kill him.
Depends on the necromancer.
If it's you, I'll cloud kill him.
Because
What's the range for that?
if
100 points.
Because if he is a husk at this point, your Cloud Kill won't affect him. He'll be immune to necrotic, and he does not have to breathe. So he can literally stand in your Cloud Kill and wait for you to come to him in melee. Basically, thank you for giving me the cover. Also, because he's Drow, he'll cast Darkness.
I'll cast light.
Okay.
I have dark vision.
It's magical darkness.
I know.
It's one of those,
It's
your
the same
light
response.
spell will have to be higher than his darkness spell. So it would be better for you to try to cast Dispel. However,
I do have this spell. And
because he's Drow, he can innately do the spell. He doesn't actually have to cast it. So his next turn, darkness.
you know it how many times?
It's
So can I do that hellish
it
rebuke?
becomes a racial feature, kind of like your hellish rebuke is. Darkness.
So I can do hellish rebuke as many times as I want.
Yeah. You literally just, I got hit. Ugh.
Oh, I'm gonna take like a fuck ton of damage.
One of those cool things about being a tiefling. However, if people
It's
were
just not what he
So would he be susceptible to holy damage?
No.
He himself?
I'm not full on demon undead. So
yeah. So that's the funny thing.
Well, I do have something that would still deal with him.
However, so if you have a spell or something that specifically say if you target a fiend or whatever, kind of like how Moonbeam specifically states if you target a changeling, it
A
forces
what?
them back.
like a shape changer?
A shape changer. Moonbeam reveals
True form.
true form. So if you hit a mimic with it, doppelganger, any were creature of any sort, a vampire, hit a vampire with that, it will reveal that they're a vampire. Anybody who
How do
basically
you not tell if they're a vampire?
usually they do a disguise self. It's a
They have
spell.
that high spells?
Vampires, dude, their magic is fuck. It's just one of those. I have lowballed stuff for you guys in the past. I'm not gonna lie.
Two
We're
kinds
fighting
of bolts
way
that would
lower.
be good against him. Paralysis poison and acid.
The acid would be effective. Poison wouldn't.
The paralysis?
The poison. Immune to poison. So
Oh,
their
vampires?
paralysis
But
poison.
isn't that immune to the poison effect? Not paralysis effect?
That's actually very
The
interesting.
poison
Because if I remember right, you had said before that
They are different.
the immunity to poison
I
is
thought the poison
against the poison
paralyzes
effect.
them. The poison is what paralyzes them, is what I thought.
No, poison is its own
it's
thing.
its own thing.
I can poison you or I can paralysis poison you.
Yeah, but
It's an interesting.
Paralysis poison is a kind of poison, but it's not a poison effect. It's a paralysis
I
effect.
have to look that up now. I mean, yeah, you're right. The paralysis should actually work. But all right, we're gonna close this stream. I hope you guys actually liked it.
it was
We're in an hour and 54. I need to get Alex home. This was a lot of fun.
amazing.
All right, deuces.